videotape piece that was produced during this past week by Mr. Wright, and some help from his friends in the high school community here in Utah, and a little help from their friends, the musical instruments that make up the bands that you'll see so much of this morning. Let's take a look.
Hi, we're at Woods Cross High School, and we're here with the Wildcat Marching Band, and I'm here to test a long-held theory of mine, and that is that marching band musicians tend to look like the instruments they play, or at least their instruments are an extension of their personalities. Take, for instance, the clarinet.
I don't think I look like my clarinet. I'm not black, for one thing.
Well, so much for her looking like a clarinet. How about similar personalities?
I don't think I have the personality of a clarinet. The clarinet's kind of a dull thing.
Let's move on to the flutes, then. What kind of personality would you expect of a flutist? To answer that question, we went to the expert, band director Steve Richens.
Flute players in general usually tend to be late to rehearsal, ladies, great hits on band trips, especially on buses. That's about it. Also valued for their musical abilities, but also their social qualities.
Oh, I better leave that comment alone. Let's see if we can find a flute player that resembles her instrument.
I probably don't resemble the flute because it's a lot skinnier than I am. But probably got the same complexion as I.
Aha! Now we're getting somewhere. No doubt I can prove my theory in the mellophone section.
I'm at the mellophone partly because I guess sometimes I like to scream and sometimes I just like to be real mellow.
Now for the true test. What about looks?
No, I don't look like a mellophone. How stupid. No.
I guess I resemble the tuba most by my voice.
Okay, we've covered the clarinets, flutes, mellophones, and tubas. Half say they resemble their instruments, and half say they don't. Let's find out about the personalities of that unique group, the drummers. Again, Steve Richens.
Gosh, they're such a weird bunch. Totally lacking in social conventions and manners. Very generally outrageously gross people.
Thanks, Steve. Well, Carol and Kent, now it's time for the ultimate test of my theory. Now, believe it or not, way back when, I played in the Evergreen Junior High School band. And judging by my great looks and my charming personality, which of these instruments do you think I played?
Funny thing, none of those came to mind as I looked at Doug for some reason. I had visions of this huge bass drum.
Doug?
Take a guess. A bass trombone is not it. Take one more guess.
Oh, you don't like bass drum, huh?
No.
How about the mellophone?
We'll take the mellophone.
I actually played the snare drum, and I wasn't very good at it, so I'm not as gross as Steve made me sound.
When your voice is in fine form, you sound like the Tabernacle organ, Doug. We'll be back with more live color coverage of the parade after the...